this is probably similar to what I would do in my portfolio.
Hey, Andy, Joe, Big Al, thanks for your great comments on previous questions. And thanks for keeping the typical boring topic of finance fun. That's what we do.
That's what we try to do.
Just making fun of finance. I determined that a 70-30 stock bond fund is right for me. I'm really struggling with determining the right mix of international to keep in my equity mix. There's a seemingly knowledgeable sources are all over the board, from 50-50 to 100-0. I've targeted the following mix and would appreciate your comments. 30% bonds, 47% domestic stocks. Out of the domestic stocks, he's going to go 75 large, 11 mid, 14 small, 23% international. So 85 developed, 15% emerging. Am I on track? Brian from Albany. Craft IPA or cheap white wine? I think he's fine. I mean, am I on track? I don't know if you're on track or not.
Well,
do I like your portfolio? Sure.
Yeah, the appropriate question is this a reasonable portfolio for 70-30 stock bond mix? And I would say you're spot on.
Sure.
I wouldn't probably change anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
would say spot on.
I think it's spot on.
I would say it's fine. It's
well, at least I'll answer it this way. This is probably similar to what I would do in my portfolio if I want to do 70-30. I can say that, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So I like the idea of having twice as much domestic as international. I think that's a good ratio. Is it the only ratio? No. Some people do 0, some people do 50-50, but I like it. Right?
Yeah, 2/3, 1/3.
And I would do more developed international than emerging, but I like emerging markets. And I would, just by definition, you're going to be doing more large companies than mid and small companies, mid and small, because there's more dollars in large companies.
Yep. I don't know. Then how much is in value?
Well, we didn't say that. We could go down to that level.
Brian, I think you have a lot of knowledgeable sources, and they all are all over the board.
Yeah.
Because you want to make it specific to yourself. You know what I mean? You want to build a portfolio based on what your risk tolerance is, what target rate of return that you want to generate, how much money do you have, what's the demand for the portfolio, and everything else.
Sure.
So you want to craft it, but if you're looking at a generic 60-40, 70-30 or whatever
70-30
portfolio, yeah, I think that's
and a 70-30 portfolio is probably fine with someone that has several years to let it grow.
What's God, what was that book? Dan Solon?
Yes,
he was on. That was the perfect portfolio.
The only investment book you'll ever need, I think, is what it was called.
Or the only portfolio you'll ever need, or the only investment book you'll ever need.
I think so.
Yeah, I would look at that because then he gives different types of portfolios. It's a quick read. It's pretty good.
Are you prepared for retirement? Schedule a free financial assessment with an experienced financial professional right online at purefinancial.com.